Hello, it is Krystalracquel and I am back again with another video today. I wanted to check in with you. Last video I said I would be doing some fragrance videos. That's why I'm here today. As you know, I am going to be getting married soon in a couple months, and I was on the search for a wonderful fragrance, and I made a couple purchases, and I'm deciding. I'm gonna do a video on those fragrances, the ones that I'm potentially deciding between. However, as I was deciding on a fragrance or trying to decide on a fragrance, I ended up thinking, okay, I have a lot of fragrances here. There's other fragrances that I want to try, and I should give my honest view about it. So that's why I'm here today. There's actually a couple scents. Whenever I smelled these, I was like, okay, it just automatically came to me, the type of scent that it was for me, and I was like, yes, this is the video. Last video I did bridesmaid or maid of honor fragrances, and that came to me right away. And when I smelled these, what I'm going to tell you that they're good for the occasion in terms of a wedding, those came to me as well, right when I smelled them. So I think I mentioned before, but I'll mention it again. I recently made a purchase. There were two fragrances that I purchased, and they were from Macy's. So at Macy's, just like other stores, Sephora does this, I believe. There's a lot of stores that must be doing this now. They just want to give you a gift if you spend a certain amount, or if you buy a certain product. It could be from a family, like a fragrance, clothing, or maybe that's just their standards. They give you a special something, a little gift here and there if you purchase a certain amount in terms of a dollar amount. So I purchased a couple things. I'm just going to show you one from Macy's. It says something fun just for you, Macy's Beauty. So I can't remember why I got this, but I knew I could select what I wanted. So there's fragrances. This wasn't the only one that I got, since I purchased, like I said, two fragrances, and I think the fragrances had to be like the large bottle size or a gift set, something like that. But anyway, in this, it has 6 samples. I selected this one, and I also selected another one when I made my other perfume purchase. But this one came with 6 fragrances, but it was specific to Versace. So there are 3 male pour homme fragrances, and then there are also 3 female fragrances. So I'm gonna be reviewing the 3 woman pour femme fragrances. So I took them out already. So they're sample sizes, and I really wanted to smell them because, like I said, I was still deciding. I think I still am deciding between fragrances. So I actually wanted to smell them to see, hey, like, I think I know what fragrance I want to try already, the 2, but in case I don't like those, let me just see what the Versace smells like. Here's the thing. I'm actually doing something cute for people who are in a bridal party or like part of the wedding helping in some way. For the males, one of the things that I'm doing, I think I mentioned before that I'm doing fragrances for women, but the idea first came, I wanted to do it for the men first. So like the little, the ones that start like $32 to $40, those, the ones that you can put in your purse or your bag. So I'm doing Versace for the men. Hopefully none of my family or anyone who's part of the wedding party sees this. They won't before the wedding, so it's 2 months from now, and I doubt anybody's gonna come across my videos in that time frame. So I'm doing all Versace for the guys. One fragrance that my fiance really loves is the Versace Eros, and he was thinking that he wanted to wear that. So as he was thinking about that, I was like, you know what, he wants to wear that. So let me buy for all Versace for the men in terms of fragrance. No one's wearing his scent. Hopefully they don't come in there with that scent already. But in terms of the scents that I bought, that I got all Versace. So I was like, that was another reason. I was like, oh, let me try the women Versace and see if maybe that's something I want to do for the women. It's an option, but I'm gonna say I'm not gonna do it. But I wanted to review the 3 that I actually smelled. Okay, so there's a little Macy's gift that's very sweet. I like that. I like when companies do that, even though it's like you know, we already paid for that samples, but we already paid for it in terms of whatever we purchased, you know, so they can afford to do that. But it's nice to do samples. So I don't have the full size of any of these, and I, at the moment, don't believe I'm going to be purchasing them. Not to say that I don't like any of these. What I want to do is I like to tell you my reaction to the scent, what I thought about it, and then I can go through and read what it actually says. I don't really like to read in advance what like the website says or what the fragrance designer has to say about it. I want to smell it myself and then describe it based on what I smell. Then I can kind of see if that matches up, and you can kind of see if that aligns. I haven't read any of the reviews that I can remember. Like if I did in the past, I don't know, but I don't want this to kind of taint my feelings about them. But I will say these are all really good scents, so I thought it would be cute for me to just do the 3 Versace. I think there's a Versace Eros Parfume too. I would love to know what that smells like. If you have it, let me know what you think. But here we go. So there's 3 scents, and the first one I'm going to be reviewing is going to be, I think this is probably the first female scent that they made, or one of the most popular, the one that's probably been around the longest that they haven't discontinued, I would assume, because I think a lot of fragrances, a lot of designers discontinue after a certain point. I don't know if this is backwards for you or not, but all right. So this is the Versace Bright Crystal, and I sprayed that one on my wrist here, my left forearm. All right, so okay, just so you know, I sprayed these from earlier in the day. I think I sprayed them around 12 p.m. and then I think I sprayed them again. So at this point I've had them on for like maybe 7 or 8 hours, but I've sprayed it a couple times. The first thing, when I sprayed the Versace Bright Crystal, my first thought was, this smells like Victoria's Secret. I used to work at Victoria's Secret for some years. And it's reminded me of Love Spell. And initially, that was when I first sprayed it. And that wasn't necessarily a good thing, because you know what those body mists smell like? They don't smell bad or anything. It just kind of smelled, not stale, but it doesn't smell like that now. But when I first sprayed it, it was like, oh, this smells like Love Spell. This smells like Victoria's Secret. You know, I don't want to say high schoolers would wear that, like really young girls. So not saying it smells bad. It just didn't have a refined scent. I'm not saying it smelled, okay, I'll say it didn't smell like it was pricey. It didn't smell super sophisticated, I would say. But I don't want to say it smells straight cheap. But the scent, when I first smelled it, I was like, that Love Smell scent, now I know what it reminded me of. It didn't smell cheap. It smells like an old school scent. Yeah, like that old school Love Spell scent. And when I smelled it, I was like, oh, this reminds me of something that a mother of the bride would wear, mother of the groom would wear. First thought was mother of the bride, but it's almost the same thing, right? It smelled amazing, like not bad. It was really, really good. I could imagine my own mother wearing it. I think it would really suit her. It smells floral, definitely a floral scent, with probably a hint of fruit. The older scent that I'm smelling, like when I said it smells stale, I don't mean literally. I mean it smells like not an older woman's scent, but like a scent that was created some years back, not in a modern sense. So that's why I would recommend it for somebody who was older. The first thing I was thinking, I was like, I don't know if it's like a musk. It must be a musk in there, because musk is like, I associate it with older scents. But then I did double check that one, and I did see that there was musk in it. So I was like, yes, that's definitely the musk. So I wanted to just be honest, and then I checked that one, and I was like, is there something in here? But yeah, that has musk in it. But I can't remember what else was on there. But definitely floral. It smells nice, and like I said, it's not super refined, but it's something that I could see someone. It would smell really wonderful on a mother of the bride. So I would recommend that for that case. What else is in there? It smells like maybe like, I don't want to say lavender, like maybe like white flowers. Gardenia maybe. That one smelled nice. I could see definitely it's not something that's going to be overwhelming. That one you do have to apply. I would say probably halfway through it. I don't think it's going to last you 8 hours at all, but I would say it could probably last you like 5 hours. Or like 6, but you probably want to reapply to get that strength around the 5th hour, and then it will last you the whole day after the rest of the day after that. So, yeah, like it would last probably beyond the 5th hour, and then if you needed it for like 8 hours or so, like if you were at a wedding, then you could reapply at that 5th hour. So, I'm just gonna read you what's inside here. And then it's not really focusing. Okay, I think it's a little bit better. All right, so it says it has yuzu, that looks like it's a fruit, iced accord, peony. I was thinking of peony, but I was like, I'm not gonna say peony because I don't even know what a peony smells like. But it has peony. Yeah, that's when I said white flowers. I don't think peonies are white, but I wanted to say peony, but I said white flowers, and I still don't know what peony smell like, but that's what's in there. Magnolia, acajou, that's a flower, lotus flower, vegetal amber, and musk. So the white flowers here are magnolia and lotus flower. The olfactive family is flower, fruity, musk. I do smell fruit in here, but like just based on like the type of scent that it is, I wouldn't even say fruity, but it's fruity. But the main thing I smell is more floral. It's like floral, garden, white flowers, peony. And I'm gonna just double check on the Sephora website just to see if there's any other details you'd want to know about it. Okay. And there's a few different sizes. The Versace Bright Crystal, they have the 1 ounce, which is nice. They also have the 1.7 ounce, 3 ounces. They also have the 0.34 ounce. You know the normal like cylinder that you put in your purse? This one's different. It's the Eau de Toilette spray, but it's shaped like a oval, and it's really cute. That's also, I was considering that I never smelled them. I was considering for the women. I was like, I wonder what that smells like. The bottle's really pretty, and then one of the other bottles comes like that too, one of the other fragrances. They put it as a sentence fresh. I wouldn't say it's not. It's it's a little fresh, but it's also like a persistent smell. So I think that's why I said stale. Persistent would be the better word. Like it's there, and it's like a thick, heavy scent, but it's also not. It's kind of light too. Maybe that's that freshness. The keynotes are yuzu, lemon. That's the fruit. That's a lemon. Peony and musk. Yeah, it's peony. I don't know how I know what peonies smell like, but maybe since my fiance has purchased me many before. Scent type is fresh florals. I get that. And then the fragrance description, inspired by a mixture of Donatella Versace's favorite floral fragrances, Bright Crystal is a fresh, sensual, sensual, that's that heaviness, blend of refreshing, chilled yuzu and pomegranate, mingled with soothing blossoms, peony, magnolia, and lotus flower, warmed with notes of musk and amber. Yes, that's what I mean, like that when I said like it's persistent. It's warm. It's a warm scent. So like they say it's fresh, but I'm like, no, it's like a little, that's that heaviness that's going on with it. And then in this little case, what it has about it, it doesn't have anything in this one. Okay. But that was a nice scent. I would, I'm trying to see if I smell anything that's lemony. I don't know if yuzu lemon really smells like lemon. I'm not smelling lemon, but I would recommend this. And I know, yeah, that would be a good scent for mother of the bride or the mother of the groom. It's nice. It's you're gonna smell good. You're gonna, when you walk in, they're gonna say, oh, she smells nice. For sure. All right, so the next one I wanted to do, that is going to be the Dylan Turquoise. I smelled that one. I put that also on my left arm, a little bit further up on the form, up this way. The first thing I smelled when I sprayed it, I was like, oh, this smells masculine. I also know that they have a Dylan, I think they have a Dylan Turquoise or Dylan something for the men per ohm. Let me actually look it up on my laptop in the meantime, just so I can see if there actually is, if it's Dylan, if it's just the other Dylan, or if it's actually Dylan Turquoise that's for men. All right, there's some Dylan Turquoise for men, but the first thing I smelled was like, this is a masculine scent. But then that was the first thought, and then that was like, okay, no, not really. The masculineness is going to be, the masculinity is going to be that it smells a little spicy. This is what it looks like here. Just I'll make sure I'm doing the same thing for all of them. Okay. The first scent was masculine and spicy. That's all I really was getting from it. I mean, because it's light blue, I'm like, oh, there's some fruit in there, but I actually want to see. I'm going to actually spray this one again. This one was lighter. They both were light. Both the Bright Crystal and the Dylan Turquoise were light. Yeah, it's masculine when you first spray it. And like spicy, and there's fruitiness. It's definitely some fruitiness. I would say fruity. I feel like everything nowadays is fruity, floral, mainly floral with fruit. No, this is like a This one smells really good. That one's the wedding guest scent. That's what I first got when I it's for somebody who is unique. They have a unique style. They want to smell a little different, and that's something I would think is like even like an Asian, like I feel like an Asian vibe in there. Let me just even put my nose here just so I can smell a little bit better. I can't smell too good. This one, yeah, that one's nice. It's like, it's a light, that's the one that I felt was fresh. That's a fresher fragrance. That's also like the masculine, you know, masculine scents are like fresh. That may be, but the spiciness and fresh. I don't know if there's nutty. It's just unique, and it doesn't smell like a man at all. It's just like when you first spray it, you get that hint of, oh, is this a male fragrance? But it's like, oh, it dries down, and I just got spice. Somebody who's creative and is going to a wedding. If you just want a new scent and you want to go to a wedding, that's gonna be the one for you. You can also wear it as like a something about it is making me say not every day, but I'll wear it on a date as well. Like it smells like a nice scent. It doesn't smell like it's cheap or anything. You'll smell like radiant, and you'll be noticed, but not in a way where, oh my gosh, that is the best scent I've ever smelled or smell. You smell way better than the bride. Oh my gosh, what is that scent? I'll focus on you. No, so you're not gonna get that. It's like, oh, that smells good. And it's probably gonna be when somebody's near you, they'll smell it. When you're up close and personal, having those conversations like you typically would at a wedding. It's a really nice scent. I would highly recommend both of them. I'd recommend this one specifically for someone who is going as a wedding guest. Nice. Really good. That one's good. I'll rank them at the end. That one's really good. So let's just see what's actually in it. I said it was mainly fruity, right? I see some fruit here. So this is the Versace Pour Femme Dylan Turquoise. Okay. The top note is Mandarin Essence. I was okay. I get that because that may be why I was feeling it's like Asian, you know. I don't know if Mandarins are Asian, but then it has Lemon Primo Fiore Essence, Mandarin Essence, Mandarin Essence, Lemon Primo Fiore Essence, Pink Pepper. I don't know if that's spicy or not, but I want to check it out. Middle, Black Currant Buds Absolute, Jasmine Petals, Freesia, Guava. That's the middle notes. Yeah, like that Asian thing and like a tropical. I can get that. Yeah, that makes sense. I know Asian and tropical is not synonymous, but maybe like Hawaiian. I don't know. Dry Down is Clearwood. It has like a register, R in a circle, like the register. So I don't know if that's a thing. Vibrant Woods and Musk. So that one has musks in it too. And I will say that those two scents, this one kind of, I don't want to say it's like something smells like an old scent or anything, but I can get that musk in there. That makes sense. Like, but I did get some freshness, but it doesn't say anything about fresh. And then olfactive family is floral, woody, and musk. Okay, woody, I didn't get so much, but that may be spiciness. Maybe that woodiness adds to like a spicy flair to it. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get it. It's mainly fruity. That's the main scent I smell. Like, well, no, like more like a spiciness. Yeah, I smell fruit. Floral, I didn't smell too much, but like every scent is fruity and floral nowadays. And let's see what it has online. So on the Sephora website, I probably should have gone to the Macy site because I purchased from there. And this is where I got the testers from, or the let's see. Okay, so the fragrance family is fresh. Okay, I definitely smell fresh with this one. The scent is fresh florals. Okay. I'm smelling more of the fruitiness, but that freshness, yeah, that may be from the florals. Keynotes is lemon, primo fiore essence, guava, and musks. The scent description: the fragrance opens with a burst of primo fiore lemon and Italian mandarin. It has heart notes of guava, complemented by transparent jasmine petals and freesia, and when combined with the sensual base notes of clearwood, lends modernity to this prestigious modern fragrance. About the bottle, not important. About the fragrance, this scent is vibrant and luminous and embodies tradition and innovation. It's like escaping to faraway islands where the blue sky meets crystal waters. It's also inspired by the sea breeze caressing the skin and waking up the senses and regenerating the soul. It's a fragrance reminiscent of warm sun and summer days. That's really beautiful the way they described that. That's nice. Yeah, I think that it is a fresh scent, but I definitely get spiciness. It's spicy. Like, you're unique. You want this. They described it as like a fresh, and when I think of fresh, I think of like everyday scents, but I don't see this as an everyday scent because it's kind of unique, and it's unique where I would wear it to something special. So like, you're gonna smell unique. It's not this a normal everyday fragrance. No, it's not a fragrance that you smell on everyone. You're gonna say, oh, that smells familiar. I don't know what scent it is, but it's very familiar. It smells unique. It doesn't smell too familiar, so that's why I say wear it like on a date, or rather than every day, right? This wedding would be a great opportunity. And that freshness would go really well in the spring, or something outdoors, or a day wedding. But I would wear this when I'm thinking of wedding. I'm thinking evening. So like when I'm saying wear it to a wedding, like it's perfectly fine to wear it in the evening, you know, and indoors. Now, what I really like, I would say this one was also light like the first one. You would need to reapply. The same thing about, you know, this one probably lasts 6 hours. Probably want to reapply in that 5th hour so it can last the rest of the day. Really nice. It's like has like a crispness to it as well. And I think you would enjoy it if you're a guest, wedding guest. You're looking for a Versace scent, I'd recommend the Dylan Turquoise Perfume. Okay, Hope you enjoyed that one. And then now I'm gonna go on to the last one. And also I was gonna do something at the end, right? Then I said I was gonna check something. Let me see. Where did I put it? Let me check. These are the male scents. Okay, here it is. All right, so the last scent is going to be Versace Parfume Dylan Blue. Okay, I have that one on my right wrist. That one was my favorite one when I first smelled it. That one smells straight up fruity. That one I would say that's a bridesmaid scent. You're gonna smell nice. Someone's gonna walk past you. I could see men liking that on you. Like, not saying you're trying to attract men. You may be married. You may have a boyfriend. You may have a fiance. I'm just saying in general, that's the vibe that I got. Like, oh, I can see, like, I feel like men like fruity scents. So I could see that one. I could see men being like, yeah, I like that scent. That smells good. Or like even just platonically being like, oh, you smell really good, you know? Yeah, but that one smells nice. Like, I wouldn't say elegant because I don't really see fruity scents as elegant, but I didn't really get a lot of floral on this. I got like fruit, like, ooh, like you, like you have really nice body mist, but like expensive ones. Luxurious. Yeah, that one's good. It has like, there's something in there. It's floral. Not gonna say grapes. It's like delicate. I don't know if it's like lily. Like, I don't know if lilies even have a scent, but there's like some delicate flower in there. Like, that's a pretty smelling. It may be jasmine. I don't know. No. This one doesn't really smell musky. Like the other ones had like that, like an older scent to it, not stinky, but like that. Okay, this is reminiscent of some scents from the past, like in terms of like there's something in there that I smell from older perfumes. And I know I said Dylan Turquoise Parfume is unique and it doesn't really smell like anything, but I can get that musk in there. That makes sense. I can smell that. This one's like fruity and it's like, this one is like, I know I like to say elegant, but this is like an elegant scent. It's, because like the scent is complicated, whatever's in there, there's a certain base that's in there and it makes it smell elegant, like it'll last long. That one lasted longer than the others for sure, but I'm not trying to deter you from any of them. I'm just going through and telling you what each scent is good for. Like I said, the Versace Bright Crystal, that's great for a mother of the bride, mother of the groom. The turquoise, Dylan Turquoise Versace Parfum, that's really good for a wedding guest. Okay, so that one, this is Bridesmaid Dylan Blue. That you can wear, like, that's not an everyday scent at all, but just trying to smell what other notes are in there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, it may smell different, like, because I know I sprayed some not too long ago, and I sprayed some earlier in the day. There's something in there that is like straight up apple, but fruity overall. Yeah, let me go through that one for you. I would recommend that one. That one dried down nicely. It doesn't smell like the other two. And it was stronger as in it lasted long, but I'm not trying to compare in terms of which one you should buy. Just saying this one will be awesome for a bridesmaid. You're gonna smell really nice. It's a scent that's fruity. It's also not overly complicated to where it's going to take away from whatever the bride has on. This scent is not like a refined scent either. I would say none of these are super refined. But I would say that it smells wonderful. So, the olfactive family is floral, fruity, woody. Top notes are black currant and Granny Smith sorbet. Okay. Let me see what a black currant is. I thought it was a berry, but I could be wrong. I feel like it's showing like something dark. Well, black, obviously. Okay. Black currant. Okay, it's blueberry. It looks like blueberries. Grape. Did I say grape? I don't know. I swore I said grape, but if I didn't, I was thinking it. So it said it has like it's like a kind of like grapes. I don't smell any blueberries, but if it's grape, I get that. Clover accord, forget me not accord, Shisolia. What the heck is Shisolia? I don't know. I think it might be something that they put in perfume, like a fake scent, synthetic. I don't know. Okay, and then it has rose eglantine, petalia, rosifolia, ice infusion of peach and sembach, jasmine. Did I say jasmine for this one? And then for the dry down, those are the middle notes that I just read. Then the dry down is styrax, white smooth woods, musk, patchouli, courier. The notes transform themselves in an irresistible alchemy. They hug, they overheat, they separate themselves, they meet and embrace again. That's this little complication in there. The harmonious woody notes of the dry down incessantly chase one another. Styrax wraps the white smooth woods, musk and patchouli coir alternate. The cadence becomes frank and vibrant, and the movement sensual and invincible. A refreshing black currant and Granny Smith apple sorbet opens the dances, while the suave, fruity, and juicy accord bows down to the floral rhythm of a contemporary bouquet, where iconic flowers transform into an icy infusion, perfectly combining with wild and imaginary flowers for an unforgettable sillage. It was cute how they put imaginary flowers. I don't know if that's the reference to those ingredients that are put in there that may not necessarily be real and real essence. And then I just want to read, I don't think I told you what the size turquoise had, but let me go back to turquoise. Turquoise has the 3.4, 1.7, 1 ounce, 0.3 ounce in the little cylinder, and then 0.34 ounce in the oval. They also have a 6.7 ounce. That's nice. Okay. And I didn't mention, I'm sorry, the Versace Bright Crystal also had the cylinder, even though I just mentioned the oval. Okay. And then now for the Dylan Blue Parfume, the sizing that I see on Sephora right now are just the 1 ounce and the 1.7 ounce. It has both the 0.3 cylinder and then the oval 0.34 ounce. And then they mentioned that this one was a Lure 2020 Best of Beauty Award winner. They have it as a floral scent. Fragrance family is floral. Scent type is fruity florals. And then the keynotes, they have black currant, wild blooms, musk, an alchemy of irresistible notes that dance, arouse, come together and embrace. This fragrance is a refreshing black currant sorbet with Granny Smith apple and a contemporary floral bouquet. Woody base notes playfully mixed together to create a unique, captivating, sensuous, and vibrant movement. Okay, what else do you need to know? Dylan Blue Parfume is a tribute to femininity. That's why I said men would like it. It's like fruity. It's like super girly. It's a strong, sensuous, refined fragrance created for a woman who knows the power of her sensuality and mind. That's by Donatella Versace. And then it's a fragrance for the Allure Best of Beauty Award. Okay, so there you have it. I just gave you 3 wonderful fragrances. First one was the Bright Crystal by Versace. That is for a mother of the bride or a mother of the groom. Then we had the Versace Dylan Turquoise Parfume. That is going to be for a wedding guest. Then we also had this last one that is going to be the Dylan Blue Versace Parfume. That one also has a Dylan Blue. There's a Dylan Blue for men. But yeah, that one is going to be for a wonderful bridesmaid. And you're going to smell so feminine, as it mentioned. You're going to smell super fruity. I got more of that fruity scent from there. I'd recommend all of these. They're all for different people who were part of the wedding. And it is going to be absolutely wonderful. Just to mention the Dylan Blue, that's a scent you can wear like on a date. Or if you're trying to, yeah, that you can wear it to school, age range. That one is probably for anyone, just like the turquoise one. But yes, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if there's any scents that you really want to know about that you want me to try. I still have some fragrances that I'm going to go through and smell and give you some ideas for either wedding or maybe other occasions, just depending. But yeah, these were some things that came to me for weddings. So hopefully that helps you. And like, subscribe, send me any questions below. It could be about fragrance. It could be about any of the topics that I discuss on my channel, life advice, weight loss. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Love you.